It's time for the weekend. Hell yeah, Friday night. I'm single and ready to mingle. My friends were super excited for a girls' night out, especially after the heartbreak I just endured. We headed to Night Rush, the most popular spot in town. Little did I know, the night would take a horrifying turn that would change everything. As soon as we set foot into Night Rush, drinks were being bought for me, left and right. I didn't have to buy a single one. The club was packed with college students, the music was pumping, and the atmosphere was electric. An hour in, I had a good buzz going, and everything seemed perfect. Then, out of nowhere, a heated argument broke out on the dance floor. Two guys were screaming at each other, their faces twisted with rage. Suddenly, one of them swung his fist, missing his target and smacking me right across the face. I stumbled and fell to the ground as they tackled each other, the crowd parting like the Red Sea around them. I picked myself up and made my way to the balcony, watching as the brawl spilled out into the parking lot. Security tried to break it up, but the guys were relentless. One of them tried to stay and wait for the police, thinking he'd be safe. But security pushed him away, forcing him to head to his car. Three other guys started following him, their faces set with murderous intent. I could see the fear in his eyes as he realized he was outnumbered. He broke into a run, desperation fueling his steps. Somehow, he managed to reach his car just in time, but the other guys weren't far behind. They started smashing his windows, their fists like hammers against the glass. Then, chaos erupted. Gunshots rang out, sharp and deafening in the night air. The guy in the car had a gun and was firing wildly. The first shot hit one of the attackers, who crumpled to the ground. Instead of escaping, the shooter got out of the car, methodically finishing off the first guy before turning his gun on the others. People were screaming, running in every direction. Bullets were flying everywhere. My friend yanked me down to the ground, trying to shield me from the gunfire. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it would burst out of my chest. Then, I felt a searing pain in my lower gut. I had been hit. I looked down, blood soaking through my dress. The shooter, cold and focused, walked up to the second guy, firing point blank. He didn't stop until all three attackers were down. The shooter walked calmly back to his car and drove off, disappearing into the night just as the police arrived.